Yeah, this is nice. A really different temperament than these repeaters. Yeah, those are really pretty cool. Hi, I'm Don Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com, and today we're going to be checking out HybridTwo's Project Chaos. It has been a while in the making. Daniel James here is following up his Project Alpha, Project Bravo with this new Project Chaos library. Library downloads about 3 gigabytes. It's created by sound designers Daniel James and Aaron Frensley. You got 32 different categories from the samples they've created with breaks, drums, hits, downers, drones, textures, rhythmic loops, risers, booms, whooshes, and more. And then you've got no end to the ability of sequencing for step sequencing and sub-step sequencing. We'll get into all that. Also note here that there's an open wave format that allows you to drag and drop all the sample content to your DAW. Website does state that you can import your own audio with a bank manager tool. Library requires a full version of Kontakt 5.8.1 or higher and normally sells for $249 US. Time putting this together was on a special intro price, $199. I'll include links to take you straight over to Sample Library Review's Project Chaos page in the description below. All right, so this is a first look video. Watched through a good chunk of Daniel James' video where he explains the instrument, and I'm just going to be experimenting and playing around with it, seeing if I can remember all of the interface and seeing how intuitive it is, as well as share all the sample playback that I can with you here. So let's just jump in right away. It's a 4-layer system. As you can see, you can click around, and right now we've got layer 1 loaded, and we've got haze loaded up here. So it's great. You see the waveform there, and we can scroll through. You can see right here which sample set loads right up. All kinds of crazy stuff going on already. So from here, you should be able to go in and see that we've got step sequencing for so many options. It gets crazy. Let's take a look at some of these analog loops. That's cool. Yeah. So these loops, you could, when I go over to the steps, you see that it's not sequencing the steps. It's not playing back the sequencer. It's actual loops here that we're listening to. And one question you're going to ask right now, Don, is this tempo synced? I'm at 120 right now. Now I'm down to 67. And it's not tempo synced off the bat, but I think there's a button right here to sync it. You can hear there I just changed from the 67 to the 120. And let's listen to a couple more of these loops. So this is a pretty cool sound, I have to say. And what I wonder is, once you add a second layer, and we go over to this layer and sync it as well. Now we got layer 1 and layer 2 with a break. And that's pretty cool. What's really cool, I think, is everything can be Everything could be automated here. It's not letting me learn. Come on, learn something, please. There we go. I have to bring my beat in. So you can see how you could do that with a couple different ones. We could get something fun over here, maybe a drone. Sync it. Oh, let's just listen to this drone. I'm going to mute my first two layers. Oh, that's a downer, not a drone. Here's my drones and textures. Here we go. Okay, that one will work for experimentation. Let's learn this. So I've got a couple of different controls at the fingertips. Now we can do something like this. And we need to unmute our section. So just playing around a little bit, just having some fun. Already the layering system is a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and turn off layer 1 and layer 2 and 3. I'm going to head back over to layer 1 because there's quite a bit more I want to get to with some step sequencing. But let's do a few more of these loops. See, we've got EQ controls, compression controls, and we could jump ahead through this great preset option. I guess we need to stick to and the way this loads up, I didn't mention this because Daniel mentioned that you can load it up so that you can set this up so all of the samples for your category. These are the categories right here. The preset category right now, Rhythmic High. Each of these blue keys represents a sample. And then down here at the bottom, I believe this is pitch. Maybe not. Maybe it's not pitch. We have to take a look, see what that is. But now I think we're starting to just see how powerful this can be when we think of it this way. Think of it as turning our guys on here. And we can use different drones. For one layer. And then play a different percussion part. And of course, I'm triggering another drone part there as well. So what I need to do is change the playback. I saw Daniel do this. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check out the video real quick so I can show you how he did it because it was really cool. Great. So the drones, like I mentioned, go across the keyboard. So you got different drones, different samples for every preset across the blue. And then once you find the one you want, so for instance, let's jump over to our layer menu here. We're going to turn everything down but our drones. All right, so now I've selected this one. When I hit this menu, now all of my keys they're all going to play back the same drone once I get out of menu mode, which gives me the ability to what I was trying to show earlier. Because I'm in menu mode on my highs, I can change my high playback. And all hell broke loose because I didn't have my sync on there. All right. Let's get back to looking at some of the additional bits. Got some chaos drum hits. And I've got, there we go. Extremely whacked out. And we've got chaos drum loops. So on a thing like this, I probably would MIDI learn. Yeah, why can't I get my MIDI learn to go on here? Here we go. I got my MIDI learn and my volume on my CC1, so I'm using this filter. Which is a pretty cool effect. And you see they've included tons of filters. We got high pass. Low pass and some band pass filters, which are cool. So let's jump around a little bit more and listen to some of the distorted bits menu. Now it looks like we've got all these master effects on, so I've turned those off. This is a whole different kind of sound design. It's definitely digital and distorted, but it does step away a bit from that transformer sound that I've gotten so tired of myself. We got another category of downers. And a few more. I have my first criticism for the library. I would have really liked to have seen where the sample set ends, because right now it's just everything blue up here. So if I play up here, this D, this D, the C sharp, C, B, B flat. B flat, there's no note. There's no samples playing back. So it would have given me a visual reference as to where my actual menu was. And that would have been a nice thing to have. Quality-wise downers, I like these. I think they're going to be very useful. Next category is the drones and textures. And again, I'm out of my drones and textures range, but I don't know it until I just start playing a note and nothing happens. So I had noticed earlier that my keys down here, I thought they were for tuning, and it didn't do anything on one of the samples. It must have been a setting because now I'm playing back my drone, and now I change down an octave, and I can hear it's happening. And what I'm hearing now and understanding is that this isn't a live switch, so I'm not able to switch it in real time to create a melody out of the drone or this texture. I need to trigger the playback note here in our 2-octave range from I need to trigger it and tell it what note to play back in before I hit the note, because if I try to change the root, it does not do it in real time. Yeah, see, it's just playing back all the same. Let's move along. Drum hits. This could be a really fun thing to, open up with some sequencing. So let's just do like a simple 8-beat kind of sequence. And right now it's up. And there's got to be an on button for sequence. My friend, where is it? There it is. It was hidden. I had that problem when I was first playing with it as well. So let's do arpeggio up. That's what I wanted. So maybe it's not exactly what you want to hear. And now I'm going to change which of the keys I'm holding down is going to be triggered this way. It should be fun. And then there's additional zooming in for subsequencing for volume, which is what we're doing right now. Start, we can zoom in, tune. So let's just play around with our tune. And here I can zoom in to and you can see each step is giving us the ability to change out subs inside of this. I hope this is making sense. So you see now our start point is changing. And then if we go back to our steps, we can play with our tune the same way. And I'm going to set these all to the same. I'm only going to hold one key down. And I'm going to go back to my starts and get rid of these completely. Here we go. Let's just do all starts at the... I wonder if there's a way to quickly reset anything you're working on here. I'd be curious to see if I missed that somewhere. I'm going to just do this. Go out of this. Turn it off. I know there's got to be a reset button. Reset button, where are you? All right, I reset by pulling up the fragment, or what did I hit there? The drum hits preset. So let's go back to drum hits. All right, I see it's going wacky here for me, and I'm wishing that I knew how to reset it. What if I just get rid of all my steps? No. There we go. I had my very first playback start envelope all the way at the end of the sample. So if we zoomed in here, now it's starting at the beginning. What I did was this. I had it all the way at the end. Of course, it's not going to sound like anything. And click back to steps. And what I'm wondering is how I get into my durations. Here we go. Let's do this. This will be. This subsequence is crazy because it actually lets you divide out each step even further. Hear that? Which is absolutely insane. All right, Project Chaos. How do you reset, my friend? Initialize patch. Okay, that took us back to the very beginning. So I'm going to have to look up that and see if there's a quick way, easy button here, because I don't see it. Maybe I'm just missing it. Sometimes I'm using an instrument and it's just not making sense. We've got Fragment Drones. Nice texture. And again, I don't know where they end. Yeah, those are nice samples. And fragment repeaters. And again, you have to hit sync. If you want them to sync to your DAW's tempo. Yeah, those are really pretty cool. I like this one. Just with a little bit of of a high pass filter, you got an instantly cool loop there. And it appears there's quite a few of these fragment repeaters. Yeah, this one's going all the way up the keyboard. There's quite a few of these. This is a definite fingerprints of sound design on these repeaters here. Really nice. I like these. The haze, we only listened to a little bit when we loaded up the instrument. Yeah, this is nice. The haze has a really different temperament than these repeaters. Like that's something straight out of a Reznor Ross soundtrack, and then these haze. Yeah, it's got a different temperament. And I don't know where it ends once again. Nice impacts. I like quality. Kick force. A lot more loops here than I expected, but these are pretty cool. And especially when you start to think about just how much you can manipulate them with your step sequencers and those sub-step sequencers. So many kick forces they had to add in that second menu. Yeah, this is fun. Percussive loops. We played with those a little bit. I'll play some more of the sample menu just so you could hear it. Yeah, these are some nice. These sound like real performances. Again, I don't know where the samples stop. I'll stop criticizing that part of the instrument, but I just don't know when they stop. So until I get there and push the button and nothing happens. Yeah, these are really cool too. I'm really loving the style of the percussive loops, especially the more distorted, whacked out stuff. Yeah, those are the rhythmic mids. Here's some rhythmic highs. I can't tell you how many times I need rhythmic highs. It'll be fun to have a nice set of either loops to kind of inspire me or to use if I'm on a deadline. For sure, these are pretty cool. Rhythm taps and extras. Yeah, pretty cool selection for those as well, I believe. Risers. Now that loads up, as you've seen with this delay and reverb on. I'm just going to turn it off so I can hear some of these risers as the sample set. I don't know what I would call this style, and maybe I've been just too busy writing music lately to stay up to sound design. But what would you guys call this style of sound design for these risers? It's definitely a digital, got a digital bit to it. All right. Got a couple more categories. Here's some sub booms. Yeah, I like these for sure. I'll definitely load up this set for the sub booms or have those. I think there's a way to export out all the samples as WAV files as well. So I'll show you that in a minute in the quick start menu. Now, this is set up as a whole bunch of manipulated synth waveforms. In the demo, I believe Daniel James showed it as synths, but I think in the final version, it's called waveforms. So I like this one. I'm going to push menu, and now I have that same sample across the keyboard. So now I'm able to go in and maybe play with it as a sequence or something fun like this. I don't know. Let's go up to 16 steps. And turn it on. That little hidden button there. Of course, you could manipulate your if I play a chord, I could get it to play some kind of arpeggiation here. Should be fun. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. So those waveforms, let's go ahead and load that back up. That's the only way I could figure out how to reset my steps. So, if you happen to be watching this, Mr. Daniel James, please leave a comment below. Tell us if there's a quick way to reset the step sequencer. There's a quick way. Let's check out the whoosh menu. These are scary whooshes. My goodness. I feel like they have the same kind of temperament, maybe as those risers, but just a little bit more frightening. And then we've got some whoosh impact in this menu. It sounds like somebody's screaming on that one. Now, at any time, we can use our high pass and get even more creative with our whooshes. I feel like I've just barely scratched the surface of this. I'm going to include the link to Sample Library Review's Project Chaos page, where we'll have the official announcement video where Daniel James walks you through every single bit of the functionality. This was a first look video. This is me opening it up, checking it out for the first time, and seeing just how it sounds, what it has to offer, and what kind of level of what the intuitive nature of the controls are. For the most part, after watching through most of the video and playing with it, I obviously have a couple questions there that I've already said, was just like, how do I reset the step sequencer? Things like that. I'm going to have to put up a flag. Hopefully I'll give a little info on that. Extracting the factory samples for use outside of Project Chaos. There's both a Windows app as well as a Mac app. It says that you left click it to run the factory presets. I'm gonna have to read through this as well. Overall, I'm thrilled with the sound design as far as the layers and depths and functionality, step sequencing. And I think for me, what I'm going to be doing is utilizing some of these drum loops, not only for inspiration, but they may make it into some of my stuff. I'm just going to play around, get into the sub booms, the drum hits, downers, risers, and whooshes, just to have those in my arsenal for when I'm looking for something a little fresh. Thanks for spending a little time with me here today, checking out Project Chaos by HybridTwo. I'll include a link taking straight over to Sample Library Reviews Project Chaos page. I'll have all the demos, any review videos, any official videos I find, so you can learn even more about it. If you're just a fan of Sample Library Review, give us a thumbs up. Always appreciate your support. Just like, share, or subscribe if you're not already.